Lady MAGA USA, Ryan Woods. I dress up like this to defy the LGBTQIA++ cult that is predatory. They're trying to inject children with hormones, as we've seen with the Equality Act. They are having drag children, which is inappropriate. They're teaching children to twerk in libraries. And so I wanted to be the counterforce to the radical LGBTQIA++ movement. There's nothing wrong with being LGBT, whatever. But we're all Americans first. So I might be gay, but I'm not stupid. So I had a very successful drag career, and I decided to create the Lady MAGA USA persona to stand up and show gay people across our country that they should stand up for America and our Constitution, our First Amendment, our Second Amendment, and I also stand up for religious freedom, because someone's religious freedom doesn't matter more than my feelings. My feelings are not more important than someone's religious freedom. So basically, I really tick off the left because I'm just a good-hearted American, and I see myself as an American first. And by dressing up like this, it's just a visual way of letting people know the Make America Great Again movement is for every American who loves our Constitution, who loves our country, and truly believes in freedom and wants to fight COVID-1984. They want to fight socialism, and they want to stand up for the fundamental core values that matter more than any sexuality has ever mattered. Like my sexuality, whatever. I really don't care about it. What I care about is my freedoms and my ability to make a living and live in freedom. So as I speak of my ability to make a living, I have been a flight attendant for Delta Airlines for 8 years. I have been an impeccable, professional, wonderful flight attendant. I think you can tell I love people, I love smiling. I treated every flight like a Disneyland ride, and I've had a wonderful 8-year career. And I'm coming up on 2 years of being Lady MAGA, and it was never a problem because I'm a professional. I never mixed Delta Airlines with Lady MAGA USA. I even deleted my personal social media with pictures of me in uniform to make sure that I kept them separate. Suddenly, on January 7th, the day after the Capitol riots, I got a call from Delta Airlines and was told that I was under investigation. They showed me a few of my social media posts, which included me with patriots open carrying their rifles at a rally in Utah back in November. And apparently that's inciting violence, or I don't even know. They never gave me the opportunity to legitimately defend myself. I tried. I got a full binder full of letters of character from my fellow flight attendants who know what kind of flight attendant I am. Because I love that job. My very last trip, I had a little old lady and she had a hip injury. I babysat her kitty in the front galley, and when I put her in her wheelchair, she said, "I love you." I said, "I love you too." I cherished my job at Delta, which is why I never mixed it. But suddenly, they told me someone reported me. They will not tell me who reported me, and they also refused to allow me to have a lawyer present on our Zoom meetings or the in-person meetings, and they also said I wasn't allowed to record our meetings. So none of it makes sense.
Is that even legal?
I know it's discrimination, and I know I am specifically targeted because I am a gay conservative. They don't care about your average Karen out there who likes President Trump. I was specifically targeted because gay people are not allowed to step away from the leftist narrative, which I call the rainbow plantation.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to question transgender hormones being pushed on children. You're not allowed to support the Second Amendment. So it's clear that I was targeted, and they do not equally enforce their social media policy. People, Delta flight attendants, can post music that contains the N-word, okay? They can post basically pornographic materials. They can, I'm guessing they can probably post that picture of Kathy Griffin with Donald Trump's head, and they can say F white people, whatever they want. They are not policed. But I was policed. I was reported. And now I have lost my career of 8 years. No more 401k, no more health insurance, no more flight benefits.
Wow.
And I've given my heart and soul to that company for 8 years. But I will say this, Delta, as of March 1st, went on a rapid descent, grab your oxygen mask, into leftism. they condemned what happened at the U.S. Capitol, but they never once condemned Black Lives Matter riots or looting, and they actually gave us Black Lives Matter pins to wear above our uniform wings.
Did you have to wear it?
It was not mandatory, but you were
encouraged.
definitely shamed if you didn't wear it.
Wow.
So the company, and they don't even permit us to say ladies and gentlemen in the announcements anymore, because that reinforces a binary two genders.
Come
And by the
on.
way, I may be a drag queen, I might be wearing a wig, I might be dressed up, but I am a biological man. There are two genders.
Yeah.
Count them. 1, 2. And I use the men's restroom and I stand up. I love to dress up. That's it. And so Delta has gone full on woke, very similar to Coca-Cola. We were subjected to online training that basically told us you have a hidden bias, whether you think you do or not. And we have to report incidences of racism and all this stuff, just like brainwashing us into the same narrative that Coca-Cola and basically every other mainstream corporation. To me, what Delta became is a globalist, elitist organization beholden to our global values that do not represent the American Constitution. So I'm fired, but I'm planning on fighting it. I am looking for a lawyer, and I'm basically David, they are Goliath, and I have no ability financially or anything to go up against them, but by sharing my story, I'm hoping that I can find people who will back me, and on my website, ladymagausa.com, people can donate, so that when I find legal representation, we will, because I'm not going down without a fight.
Good.
Obviously, I'm not afraid of standing up for what I believe in.
Yes.
Come what may.
Yes.
And so that's basically the story.
Okay, last question. Awesome. Then, where do you go from here? Where do you think you want to go from here? Where's there to like career-wise or living-wise, even survival-wise? Like now that we're under Biden's communist regime, where do you think you go
Well,
from
now
here?
that I lost my beautiful job at Delta, which I
Right.
loved and cherished, I am a humble American, and I am not afraid of hard work. I really don't want to go on unemployment. So I'm looking into DoorDash or maybe Uber, but I do a weekly podcast. I organize events. I'm president of Log Cabin Republicans Utah, and I have a degree in journalism and writing. So I'm really hoping that God is just going to put me on a path where I can make money standing up for America, and not just do it all for free, because I'm $10,000 in debt just from traveling and everything for Lady MAGA. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping, but I'm probably going to start with I don't know, I love animals, so maybe Petco.
Okay.
Because you can pet the kitties
Yeah.
and hang out with the birds and stuff, but I have no idea. But right now, I know my mission is to be that poster child of someone who's a victim of cancel culture, because I am just one of hundreds of thousands of Americans, and also thousands and thousands of Delta employees who are afraid to speak out. I know them personally. I've had conversations with them for a very long time. I'll never give you their names because I don't want them to get fired.
Right.
But I'm standing up for all those beautiful Delta employees who love our country, who supported our president, who are afraid to speak out. And now they'll be even more afraid because they're using me as an example.
Yes.
I'm the scapegoat. Look at this. You stand up for Trump. You stand up for the Second Amendment. You take pictures with people with guns that are rallying in Utah, and we will fire you. So cancel culture, it's all about the intimidation.
Yeah.
And that's why they didn't even give me a chance to defend myself.
Yeah.
Because they knew that Lady MAGA USA is a powerful, famous influencer in the MAGA movement. Basically everywhere I go, they know who I am at conservative events, and they wanted me canceled. Well, my goal is to expose Delta Airlines for what they are and tell everybody to fly Southwest. Because you know what? Southwest Airlines fills every seat. It's glorious. Good for them.
Yeah.
Capitalism, making their money, filling their seats. Delta still blocks off every single seat. And when you fly Delta, their little mask police, the Gestapo comes by every 2 minutes. Sir, your mask needs to be above your nose.
They woke me up when I was sleeping
Yeah.
and said that I'm going to be put on a no-fly list because I was sleeping and my mask slipped above my nose.
Are you sure that's the only reason though?
No, I was wearing a MAGA mask, so that could have been why.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
And they can Google you. They have your name. So the employees
Never
can
thought about
always
that.
Google a passenger. Just so you know.
While they're
Flight
flying.
attendants, they have your name in their list. So if they want to, they can go to Google and find out who you are and target you and say, this lady refused to wear her mask, or this lady was behaving racistly towards her co-passenger, whatever they want. So I do not, you're banned from Delta?
They said they were going to put me on a no-fly list and report me, but then I have flown one since then, so there was probably just a bullying intimidation.
But again, bullying, intimidation,
exactly.
we don't like
and it
your
was a
mask,
horrible experience.
we don't like your politics.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Delta, when I was hired in 2013, my mom was most proud of me, God rest her soul. My mom was most proud of me when I was an Eagle Scout and when I got the job at Delta Airlines because I was a French speaker and I did the Paris flights.
Yeah.
And it was glorious. I loved Delta, but the company they were in 2013 is nothing like the company they are now.
Yeah.
One other example, our uniforms used to be navy blue and red. We looked very American.
Yeah.
It was a very American aesthetic. And they deliberately changed our uniforms to gray and purple to appear more international. So I know that the globalists are whispering in the ears of Delta, and their true power is to align with China and the globalists and get rid of the red-blooded Americans like me.
Exactly.
And if I can get my job back, I think I would take it back, but I have a feeling now that I've exposed them for what they are, I'll just be driving Uber for a little while.
I will be fighting for you, okay?
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
my
great.
God. God bless you.
Yeah, you
God
too.